Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy, Zay Parker, and we're back again with another episode of Zay Day Podcast. And we're doing something different today as well. If you haven't noticed yet, it's going to be posted online the same time as the podcast, but I'm on YouTube, baby. I decided I was going to do a nice little visual aspect of it, give it to you a little bit more raw, because I'm not going to edit down the video like I'm going to edit down the podcast that's on the regular networks. But, felt like I want to show my face. I got a nice little backdrop over here. Definitely thought my phone was on silent, but it's not. But we're going to keep it going, man. This is what you get on YouTube, man. The raw, the uncut, and the real. And if you haven't done so already, please leave me a 5-star rating on any podcasting app, listening device you're using. Leave a nice little review and share me once to twice, just with a couple of people, man. I'm growing every week. We're getting more and more followers. The gang is growing bigger and the gang is growing stronger. And I got y'all to thank for it. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Zay Parker. That's XAYPARKER. We're getting back into the skits, and same thing for YouTube. Zay Parker, XAYPARKER. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're 8-9 days into 2020, and it has been crazy already. So the second I wake up and I get on Twitter, I'm just trying to see what's going on, what's in the news today, and all I see is World War III trending on Twitter. I'm like, why is all this trending on Twitter right now? And I was like, okay, it must be like a funny meme or something like that. Maybe it's like a major pain meme going around. I don't know. No, completely wrong. So basically, United States and Iran, we have we've initiated the full smokage right now, we killed pretty much the equivalent of their vice president in a drone strike. It was a marked drone strike, so they knew exactly who it was when we did it. And after we killed them, then mysteriously a plane did crash in Iran. I believe it was mostly like Canadians and Ukrainians. I think it was going back to the Ukraine from Iran. And that plane crashed. They're trying to see what's going on, because it's kind of coincidental that would happen right after this happened. Then they shot the missiles off, man. They shot the missiles off at a U.S. base a couple of days, about a day ago now. I'll be posting it. I lost what day this is, but and there were U.S. soldiers in the base. They're still, doing reports and, figuring everything out. But I think they're leaning to the side of nobody really got hurt, or at least no U.S. troops got hurt, because it's a joint base as well. But, just stay prayed up. We've seen the memes on Twitter. Some of them are funny, some of them are slapping, I can't lie to you, but at the same time, those are people's brothers and sisters, moms, dads, and cousins, best friends, husbands, wives, you name it, that's over there. So we can't lose the fact of, it's a human side to it. It's not just for entertainment. That's really a person over there. But at the same token, sometimes the easiest way to, ease discomfort and anxiety is just to laugh, tell a joke, laugh through the pain a little bit. So, I guess it's kind of your perspective of how you look at it and how do you see everything going with it. But, just prayers up, man. Hopefully, this ends soon. There's not a lot of bloodshed on either side. Just, hoping and praying for the best. But, let's lighten things up a little bit, being a little bit of a downer. But had to get the real stuff out the way first. So I just finished watching the Nintendo Direct. If anybody doesn't know by now, I'm a huge nerd. Yeah, when I tell you that Pokemon Direct, so there's an expansion coming out for Pokemon Sword and Shield soon. I think the first one's in June and the other one's like the fall of 2020. Yo, these expansions are going to be lit. Ah, bro, I'm so excited. And I'm looking right at the camera too, to everyone that sat there and said, oh, they don't have every Pokemon in the game. It's just a shell of a game. Game Freak sucks. Man, shut up, man. Shut up. Just shut up. Don't play the game. I hope you didn't buy the game. Definitely don't you be the person to buy the game now, because you see you get what you want. But then you still got more people that are complaining about the fact that, oh, why is it $30? This should just be a free DLC. It's like, bro, you really thought they was just gonna give us all of the Pokemon out the gate? Come on, man. They gotta make money. It's a business, yo. It's a business. Plus now we got new legendaries. I think those fighting type legendaries look super clean, super dope. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, that's on you. But I'm not showing anything because this is just a podcast and there's a video on YouTube. But yo, they got that fighting water type that they evolve into and dark and fighting. Oh man, it looks so clean. The fact that you can get every legendary Pokemon now and they all have Gigantamax forms is crazy. I'm excited. And there's an update right now for where you can go ahead and catch the Galarian Slowpoke. I'm definitely about to do that once I get done off this podcast. Find me on, hey yo, if you want to play games on Switch, definitely let me know, man. I play Smash Bros, Pokemon. We can run the fade. Just find me on Instagram or Twitter and shoot me a DM of your friend code, and we can get that thing popping. You feel me? I'm taking names and I'm whooping ass with Terry. But let me keep moving on. Let me keep moving forward. But I'm excited, man. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I never played it. I know a lot of people enjoyed it. I know a lot of people think it's fun. People think it's dope. It just was never my thing personally. And not knocking anybody that loves it. If you love it, you love it. You like it, I love it. There we go. How about that? So that didn't really catch my eye. I felt like the direct kind of like shut off abruptly. Like I felt like there was still more to be said in the direct, but people just waited in the chat and it was just extremely slow. Like it just like cut off and everybody just sitting in the chat just talking shit, talking about what we're seeing, and then it just goes to private on the video. So I don't know if that's a normal thing. I don't know if it always happens, but it just seemed peculiar that it ended that way. But shout out to Nintendo, shout out to Pokemon, gotta catch them all. So I'm trying to do a new segment, okay? I'm thinking I'm trying to do something called like a watch of the week, where I watch something that I find particularly interesting to me, whether it be on Netflix, Hulu, some on YouTube, Disney Plus, you name it. And hey, if you guys want to give me any recommendations, definitely do that as well. Slide in the DM, Instagram, Twitter. You leave a comment on the YouTube video as well. Zay Parker, XAYPARKER on all platforms. But this week I watched Kevin Hart's his docu-series, Don't Fuck This Up, and it was interesting. I thought it was really good. I thought it gave us a more human aspect of Kevin Hart. Him not being he was still animated. He's still him, obviously, but he wasn't as animated. He wasn't in entertainment mode, performer mode the whole time. Definitely more of a raw glimpse, especially of how tired he looked. I don't know if anybody else knows that but me, but you could really see that when he wasn't like performing, he was just doing his day-to-day stuff at the office, or he's with his family playing with his kids. Like he's enjoying himself and he's there in the moment, but you can look on his face, you could tell he tired, like he really is working hard. I didn't realize how many things he had his hand in, and so I watched it. I was like, man, he really out here building an empire. I would say he's rivaling a Tyler Perry type, if you think about it, just to build up a whole studio from the ground up. And we talk about Tyler Perry a lot, but we really don't talk about Kevin Hart that much, about him having such a media empire that he built up. So shout out to him for that. I also like the vulnerability that he showed, him between the cheating with his wife, the sex tape that came out, to the whole LGBTQ issue that he had from past tweets from 2009, to him having an argument and altercation on a plane with his trainer. Now I will say he did executive produce this himself. I don't think it was Heartbeat Productions, his production company that made it, but I know he EP'd on it. And some people might say, oh well, he just had complete creative control and he decided what went on there and what didn't go on there. And I mean, that could be true, but it still showed a very vulnerable, tender side that you don't normally see. Last podcast, I was definitely saying, on social media and in entertainment period, you really see just the highlight reel and not the real all the time. And Kevin Hart really led us into his personal life, which made it really feel like you know him better now. Like, you knew he was funny, but now you've seen this other side of him. You see his father, his interaction with his father. We see what his father has to say about things. I honestly thought that was a really cool and introspective look into his life. So it's 6 episodes. I think every episode's like 30, 40 minutes roughly. I watched most of it at work the other day and I finished it up, the last episode this morning. And it was clean, it was good. It definitely was good. Me being a creative and trying to get my name out there like that in whatever field may lie, it's just very motivational to see somebody who really worked their way up from the bottom and has this corporation, this structure that he built that started in his mind, and he had a dream, and he really listened to his heart and didn't get discouraged, or if he did get discouraged, he didn't allow himself to continue to feel that way. And you really get a sense of that urgency and that just drive and passion and power that Kevin Hart puts in there. And then again, that he's just a human, he's a human like you and me. He bleeds, he cries, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So shout out to him. Definitely watch his documentary on Netflix. That was super clean. Yeah, I think it's on for a limited time as well. So definitely give it a watch. Probably the end of the month they're gonna take it off. But I gave it a thumbs up on Netflix. I gave it a thumbs up on Netflix. Another docu-series that I watched on Netflix is Don't Fuck With Cats. The story of an internet killer. Watch that. The title hooked me alone. I was like, don't fuck with cats. I was like, why is it so serious? Why is this a documentary on Netflix? That's really what grabbed me at first. So excellent titling of the docu-series. But it's about a video that popped up online about somebody killing cats. And then it went from somebody killing cats to killing a human being and posting the video as well. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's a story I kind of vaguely remember hearing about years back when it happened. But after that, it was just kind of just went away. But crazy. It was bananas. It's crazy. People are crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Because what that guy did was just unfathomable and just sad. But unfortunately, it made for a very interesting documentary, and definitely give that a watch too, yo. Those are my 2 recommendations, yo. That Don't Fuck With Cats, I think that's about the same, about 5-6 episodes as well too, about 30-40 minutes a piece. Something to watch, yo. You don't gotta binge it like I didn't binge it. I broke it up in like 2-3 days. But if you're the type of binge person, go ahead and binge it, yo. So I seen this post on Facebook the other day, and I thought this would be extremely interesting to talk about. So it was a meme of a man on his knee proposing to a woman, and the caption said, "If a woman says no to being asked to be married, is the relationship over?" So I thought that was an interesting question, and I just went, the first thing I did, like probably most people do, is go in the comments and see what other people were saying. And I kind of seen the divide where it kind of seemed like more women would say that doesn't mean that she wants to break up, that just means she's not ready, but she still cares. But mostly men were, and same thing with me, were if I ask to marry you, you tell me no, that means you obviously don't want to be with me, so I'm just going to take that as we're breaking up. That's what I'm thinking. I guess that's because men, we're more literal thinkers when it comes to something like that. If we get a hard no, and, especially in a situation like that when it comes to marriage, you're definitely going to just be a little apprehensive, and you'll be like, all right, I'm out. Bug it. How dare you say no to me? Nah, I ain't gonna say, oh, don't do that, guys. Don't do that, guys. But, you just be that upset that you just think it's over. I would think it's over, personally. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you ask somebody to marry you, or if somebody asked to be your husband and you said no, how would you respond? And then if somebody says no, are they wrong? Is the relationship over? Let me know, man. Let me know. But I thought it was cool. This has been kind of a weird week. I've been trying to get in the mode to record and get back into it because I said 2020, I'm doing that all year. And the reason why it kind of took a little bit longer this week to get it out is because, I started going to counseling, man. Be honest, the raw moment, I guess this will be the word of the week section. And I went to counseling. I wasn't feeling right. I just felt kind of stressed, felt depressed. I just wasn't feeling, I knew I wasn't feeling the way I should be feeling. And I just kind of went within and realized that I haven't been feeling, I've definitely progressed and gotten better, but there's still things that I just can't shake and beat myself that I have. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we lash out against the people that we love the most, or we just, we take ourselves away from the people we love the most and seclude ourselves and become recluses and just stay in the house or just go to work and stay home. And that becomes a routine. It gets comfortable. And that's definitely not a healthy way to live. And I decided to get some help. So I called, I just went on Google. I looked up a number of, places I could look up that would take insurance or no insurance for counseling. I called them. They referred me out to two places here in South Carolina, in Columbia. Called one of the places that night. It was a Sunday night. And they answered. I talked to them for like 30, 40 minutes. It didn't cost me anything. They gave me great advice. They set me up a time to come in the next day on Monday during normal business hours. Went in, talked to the woman probably for about 30, 40 minutes after I did my paperwork, and it really helped me out a lot for that just to be the first time. And then I ended up going to the wrong one because where I'm at, I'm like right on the line of two different counties. So I'm like in that gray area. So I went to the wrong county, but she definitely totally helped me out a lot. And I got to go to the one in my right county. And it helped, honestly. It helped me figure out it helped me feel a lot more comfortable knowing that I'm not crazy for the way that I feel and that I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what gets us the most is that sometimes, especially when we feel down and upset or irritated about something, we feel like it's us. It's only me. I'm the only person that this happens to. Why does this always happen to me? Why? Am I doing something wrong? And, over time, I think that makes us feel insecure and, crazy and upset. And just, again, that's when we lash out against people that we love and care about the most. And it going to counseling definitely helped me out tremendously doing that the other day. Tremendously. And I feel like I really didn't, we talked about stuff, but it wasn't, what you see on TV and, movies and stuff where it's just like, it's very structured and you're laying on the couch. And at least for me, it wasn't like that so far, where it really just felt like I was just talking to somebody. At first, I'm not gonna lie, the first minute of introducing and talking and my therapist introducing herself, it was a little awkward because man, I'm really about to tell this total stranger my deep dark secrets and things that keep me up at night and stress me up. And once we got past that first minute, it just came out and it just felt so relieving and just a weight lifted off my shoulders and refreshing that this total stranger is listening to me unbiased and is giving me advice and giving me ways to cope and steps I can use to help myself realize something's going wrong or I'm feeling a type of way and ways to de-escalate that That was the main reason why I wasn't there. I told her, I was like, I need to figure out ways to cope, and just I need to talk and just bounce things off with somebody and just get unbiased, unfiltered advice. And we don't realize how much we need that. Man, if you can do it, if you got the time, do it. If you don't have insurance, the good thing is there's a pay scale that they can set you up on. I'm not sure if that's like that everywhere. I know where I went to, it's like that here in South Carolina and Columbia. Hopefully it's like that throughout the U.S. where, you know, if you don't have insurance, you can still get help, guys. Don't think it's a rich person's thing. You need thousands of dollars to see a therapist. They have pay scales where they take your income, and based off your income, they will adjust the payments to where you can continue to get counseling and medication if you need it from a psychiatrist, to continue to get your help. So there's no excuse. If money was the excuse for you, if you felt like I don't have any insurance, or you know, it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg, yada yada yada, man, stop it. Go do that. We probably spend more on food and eating out and going out drinking a month than what it would cost to go to a therapy session. You probably go to a couple. With the amount of money you spend on going to Sonic's and Hardee's and Del Taco, come on, man, put all that together. That's probably a therapy session, and that's gonna be way more healthier for you than that. You know, that fast food that we eating. But I still eat it though, so don't think I'm talking shit about fast food. I had Taco Bell the other day, and it was delicious. But go get that counseling, man. Go get that help. It's great to talk to friends. It's great to talk to family. It's great to talk to yourself too and work things out. But sometimes, and in my case, for me, it just wasn't enough to do those steps, and I just felt like I needed to take it somewhere else, so I don't, self-destruct and, go deeper into depression and anxiety. So it was awesome, man. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can do it, do it. If you have insurance, call your insurance, see who covered in your area, do it. If you don't have insurance and you just feel like the money was, it's going to be an issue, man, check in with whoever's around you. You can literally go to Google and just say hotline numbers for mental health. Insurance, no insurance. That's what I did. And it gave me the resources. If you're looking for help, if you're trying to make excuses for not finding help, or try to talk yourself out of it because, I can't find nobody, I don't know where to look, I don't know how much it's going to cost me, I don't have the money for it. I literally just named all the reasons to why you should be able to do it and why you need to do it, and to just be responsible as an adult and just responsible to yourself to help yourself, If you got kids or you plan on having kids, I'm glad I'm doing this right now because I don't have any kids yet, but I just want to try to take out as much negative things in my life and help me mentally and be a better person and have a healthier mindset, so that way I don't pass it on to my children, or I don't say unnecessary things and hurt their feelings, or don't realize I'm doing something toxic to them because I just never had a chance to talk to anybody professionally that's licensed, and just relationship in general. Boyfriend, girlfriend, with your friendship, with co-workers, people have job and interview anxiety. Like, there's just so much that talking to somebody can help us out with, and it's just so underutilized. I feel like personally, and I feel like that in the African American community. So I'm looking dead in the camera. If you black, go to therapy. If you black and a man, definitely go to therapy. Because we're the most stubborn people on the planet, I feel like, personally. And I'm not knocking non-POCs, I'm not knocking if you're not black, but I'm just saying, I just feel like personally, in the group of people that I've associated myself with, friends and acquaintances and people over the years and family, black people don't utilize therapy as much. You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's weak, some people think it's corny, some people think it's not gonna help them, but man, go do it, man. Go unpack some stuff. People, and then you got people thinking, nah, man, I'm healthy, man, ain't nothing wrong with me, I'm happy all the time. It's like, you might think you're happy, you might think you're not doing anything wrong, but it's normalized to you, so you wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? You go to the doctor when you're sick, You got the flu, you go get a shot. You'll get medicine. If you got asthma, you get an inhaler. But when something's wrong with our mind, mentally, why don't we do the same thing? I don't know. But go do it. But it's your boy, Zay Parker. We back with it, man. First YouTube video, man. Hopefully y'all love it. Hopefully y'all like it. Leave comments below on everything. Leave a like. Share it everywhere, please. Y'all been helping me out so much, man. Y'all my family. I'm gonna stop calling y'all the gang, man. Y'all the family, yo. Y'all the family. Y'all really helping me grow out here, man. Analytics going up every week, and I just appreciate everybody. And you know what? I think next week I'm definitely gonna have somebody on the podcast. The video part, we might be able to work something out. I gotta do my Googles on that one. But definitely, yo, if you wanna be on the podcast next week, man, hit me up in the DMs and let me know. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Peace.